Hello, you're welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time of being here, you're welcome. My name is Adenike Jimo. For a while now, we've been talking about ending it all. Sometimes people have felt like they've reached their wit's end and they just want to call it quits. They want to end their lives. And as a community, well, if you're just joining us, now you've joined our community. As a community of people with a purpose, we have seen that it's not worth it. Different people have different things that they go through. Some people have had, issues in life, like they're probably rejected, or they feel unloved, or they feel like, it's not worth it. They've had different issues, they've been betrayed, different things that they think that it's not worth it, I should just end my life. And here we've all agreed that someone is waiting to hear your story, and it's not worth it ending your life. Now, like I said, different people have different things that they've gone through. Have you ever been rejected? Because today I want to tell you a story of someone that I know personally who was rejected. And you see how things just turn around, for her own good. So let me tell you the story of this doctor who worked in a private clinic some time ago. And there were two of them who were working in the clinic. One was an older person, an older doctor with more years of experience, and she was a young doctor, So the clinic was an old clinic, and they had, patients who were used to coming to that clinic. So every time they came, sometimes they go to our own consulting room, sometimes go to the older doctor's consulting room. Now, on this fateful day, the older doctor was not around, and some patients who were already used to going to the older doctor's consulting room came to the clinic. So the first patient that came to the clinic was told that, well, the other doctor is not around, but the other doctor, who is this young lady, was around. And the patient said, no, I'm not going to see her. I don't think she will understand what my problems are and all that. So in the meantime, the younger doctor had finished seeing her patient, and there was nobody in the consulting room. So she called the receptionist and said, the next patient can come in. And this woman was told again that there's nobody with the doctor present, so you can go in. And she said, no, I'm not going in. She's young. No, outrightly, she just like, no, I'm not going in. Apparently, the young doctor heard, the conversation in the waiting room, and she felt so bad. She felt like, it's not like I have a bad reputation, even though I'm young, but she felt rejected. So that day passed, and then another patient came in. Apparently, that other woman eventually left, and that patient came in, and then the similar thing happened. Asked for the older doctor who was not around, and said, well, there's this other doctor that is around. And she said, no, I'm used to seeing this other doctor, blah, blah. She just went on like that she wasn't going to see the young doctor. And again, the young doctor was just like, is it so bad? So, but the woman now like, okay, I'll see her. So she went in and she saw this young lady. And the young lady attended to her, listened to her problems, and they got talking and talking. And the patient felt, wow, I've never had anybody talk to me like this. And she felt so satisfied. Now, the young doctor initially, especially with the first patient, she felt rejected. Even with the second patient, she felt rejected. And that's how sometimes people just reject you because they do not understand you. Now, eventually, the first patient came back and had to be attended to by this young doctor. And by the time she was done, she was like, I never knew you were like this. I just didn't know. I'd always seen the other person, and I don't know why nobody told me these things that you're telling me. And that's the patient that came in the first time. She came again second time with her family, and she wanted the young doctor to see her again. And the second patient came in with a neighbor, and she wanted her neighbor to see this young doctor. And that was how, they now got comfortable with the young doctor. Now, what's the moral of the story? Sometimes, no matter how good you are, no matter how skilled you are, no matter how beautiful or how well gifted you are, sometimes, at one point in time, you'll be rejected. It hurts to be rejected, it's painful, but it so happens like that sometimes people reject you. And many times when people reject you, it doesn't mean that you're a failure. It doesn't mean that, you're an empty person. It just means that they don't know the whole of you. There's just a little bit of you that they have seen, and that is all that they know. So I want to encourage you today. Don't feel bad that people reject you. Everybody's rejected at one point in time. It may just be the way that you feel. Yes, you feel very hurt. You feel very pained. You feel very, unwanted. But you know what? It's not a good reason to end it all. They reject you because they don't know that beautiful part of you that is waiting for other people to, to find out. All right? So stay focused. That thing that you're doing, just keep doing it. That good in you, just bring it out. Don't feel that because my friend rejected me, my family rejected me, so therefore I'm no good. Who said they were your last assessors? Who said they're your best assessors? Nobody. Did they create you? No. They didn't. So that doesn't give them any right to judge you. Okay? So don't feel rejected. You still have the best of yourself that you can actually launch out. What that doctor had was the gift of listening, was the ability to counsel, was the ability to teach her patients and give them the information that they needed. Now, those two women did not know this patient had anything of such quality because they had never had contact with her. And in they had contact with her, it was like, where have you been all my life? All right? So I want to encourage you today. Let's wait for that moment of where have you been all my life? And it will come. It may not be from the people that rejected you, but it will be from the people that are waiting to have contact with you. So please, whatever it is that you're planning to use and whatever way you're planning to end it all, don't do so. All right? You will be fine. Just keep at the best thing that you're doing and keep it up. Till we see you again. Take care of yourself.